By the end of this video, I'm going to prove to you that you are able to go from any grade that you are in right now into the top grades of your class. We're going to split this up into two parts, the motivation part and the part where you actually do the studying. Firstly, I want you to know that motivation is not going to be the answer to all of your problems. Trust me, you will have motivation one day and you will completely lose it for the next month. Which is why discipline is better than motivation, but you need to have motivation in order to start in the first place. My favorite form of motivation is revenge studying. Trust me, that works so well, and that is literally just me reminding myself what everybody has said about me. When I was still a student, I literally failed every single one of my exams, and then I got an A star in my GCSEs, went down to an E, back up to an A again in my A levels. But because I got the bad grades, everybody used to say, like, I literally was almost kicked out of school for this because my school was quite prestigious back home, and because of that, I was bullying down the grades. They did not want me there. So with me being the dumbest kid in class, I got bullied for that, obviously. But that became my motivation because I wanted to prove them wrong. I didn't want them to be correct because I hate it when other people are right. So find what motivates you. That could be toxic motivation, that could be wholesome motivation, but figure out what makes you angry inside. Next is the actual studying part. How do you actually study? Firstly, look for study techniques that work for you. You can search up on TikTok, how do people actually study? How do people study for chemistry? How do people study for biology? You can copy what they do and see if that works for you. I don't want you to just copy one person, do it blindly, and then just saying like, okay, that's it. Like, I know how to study now, because that is not what's going to work for you. The way that you learn is not going to be the same way that I learn. So you could be watching my videos and my study tips may not even work for you at all, and that's completely fine because the way that you study is not the same way that I study. What I did in order to figure this out was to spend an entire 2 weeks trying out different study techniques and seeing which one actually sticks for every single subject that I'm doing. So I'm not looking for the perfect study technique because that doesn't exist. If you are going to look for this perfect study technique, you're going to waste your time. It doesn't exist. I'm telling you right now. After you find the study techniques that work for you, don't underestimate the process of practice. Practicing is a whole thing because you are practicing in order to solidify your knowledge, yes, but you're also practicing in order to understand the exam techniques. You want to know how the exam is built in order to get you to the point from knowing what the question is saying into knowing what the answer will be. And that comes with clues in the question itself, the keywords that you need to use, what significant figures if you're doing STEM. All the small parts that you don't think about, that is where the past papers, practice papers will help you. Last but not least, work management instead of time management. You can manage your time, but once you make a schedule and you actually miss one part of your schedule, you're gonna hate the rest of the schedule and never stick to it. So managing your workload is what you want to do. I do that by having a to-do list, and I make that in the morning. No time set for it or anything, just the to-do list, and that is it. It makes it so much less overwhelming for me. Now I want you to go away from this video, save it, and then come back to me in 3 months and tell me that it worked, because I promise you it will.